Hello everyone, welcome to Unicorn Activities. Darshna here, and this video is regarding a calming down activities that we must practice with our kids. So, like I have shared in the group, I will be sharing a detailed video on calming down activities so that parents can practice these activities at home with the kids. So before going into the video, I want parents to watch my previous video on early morning routine that we must follow with our kids for improving their attention, cognitive, and reducing their hyperactivity. So this morning this early morning routine we'll be practicing for nearly 45 minutes to 1 hour. Now, along with that, if you're following the activities that I'll be mentioning in this video on calming down, it will be helping your child with meltdowns, tantrums, and behavior issues. So, let's get into the video. Calming down, I have taken 7 different points which we must work with the child. So, first one is calming down activities. So when we talk about calming down, it is almost completely related to sensory regulations. So we can use sensory tools, sensory play, sensory activities to reduce the stress. So I'll be attaching a video of calming down activities, a set of activities that I practice every day before going to school with my son. So most of us may be familiar with these activities, but this video is specifically for those parents. So this video is for those parents who are not aware about all the calming down activities. So if you observe that your child is having meltdowns, tantrum, very much disturbed, then make sure that you are giving a space to the child to regulate themselves. This is very important because when we see the child that they are disturbed, we start doing lot many things. But I would say that you should give little bit time to the child so that child get calmed down, and then you work on all the calming down activity. Here, the first and most important point is we have to set a calming down routine in our kids' life. So, calming down routine means that the child has to know by themselves that what they have to do if they have a problem, or if they are very much disturbed, or they can't control their emotions. What are the things they must do for themselves? Create a calming down initial days for small kids who are having lot of tantrums and meltdowns. They don't know how to calm themselves down. So for those kids, we as a parent or therapist help the child to calm down. So in this routine we can keep initially few set of activities. For example, we can start with, so first one is calming down music. In calming down music, it is very important we have to choose a music which is not so louder, and it makes the child to calm down. The child can listen to that and get relaxed. So this music can be like, you can sensory music, you can use therapeutic music, or even instrument music, om chanting. All this can be the all these musics we can choose for doing calming down. Now second would be the brushing. Next would be the brushing. So many parents must be familiar with brushing, how to do brushing, Wilberger's protocol we have. So in this video, I'll be attaching a clip that I am using Wilberger's brush, which we can use for brushing. Make the brushing very firm so that the child could feel the brushing in their body. After brushing, you can start with joint compression. So for joint compression, you have to start with pressing fingertips. Then you can do 10 to 20 joint compressions. You can do 10 to 20 joint compressions, both hands and legs you can do, but it is again up to your child's need, because you should get a consultation from OT therapist and see that what are the protocol, what are the calming down activities they are suggesting for your child. You can follow this. So once the joint compression is done, then I start with oral motor exercises. So both ways oral motor exercises help. The one is for language, speech, and clarity, pronunciation. Second one would be the verbal stimming. So if your child has lot of verbal stimming, making humming sounds, music and everything, then you can give massage outside the mouth area, the cheeks, chin, upper lip, and these area. Also you can give little bit press near the neck area also. So this massage will be helping with verbal stimming also. Once you have done with oral motor exercises, so for kids who are having issues related to clarity, pronunciation, you should give oral motor exercise inside the mouth also. For this you should get a consultation from SLP, and whichever protocol they are suggesting you can follow it. Once this has been done, the last activity would be wrapping, bedsheet wrapping, and then giving a press using a gym ball, or you can use pillows. So in this video, as I don't have a gym ball currently, so I am using 3 set of pillow and give a deep press over the body. So this you can do like 10 to 20 times initially. So this routine, this morning, early morning, calming down routine if you're following, starting with music, brushing, oral motor exercise, and then joint compressions and deep wrapping, bedsheet wrapping, along with the deep press, gym ball press. So this will be definitely helping most of the kids who are having issues related to sensory overload. So sensory overload and those issues will be reduced. So while doing the joint compression, brushing and other calming down activity, do play the music, calming down music like I have shared in the video. Do keep any kind of instrument music or sensory music and do brushing. So I am using Wilberger's brush here in this video, and both the hands up and down you have to brush properly. 10 to 20 times we can do the brushing. So next would be like on the legs you can do brushing, but try to avoid the thighs area. I am just brushing on the leg only. Once you start doing the joint compression and brushing, most of our kids, they enjoy the brushing and they will be asking for brushing more times. So now the second activity for coming down is oral motor massage. You can use any kind of creams, oil. So this one I am using baby cream and do the massage like shown in the video. And give a gentle press on upper lip and lower lip. Then finally, after doing the oral motor exercise, I make him to blow 20 to 30 times. The blowing will be also helping for reducing the verbal stimming. So this is joint compression. Joint compression should be done immediately after brushing. So I think that there was some problem while recording. I have done brushing, then I have done joint compression. Both hands and legs you have to do joint compressions. You have to press on the fingertips. Like you could see in the video, you should do pushing towards the bone. You should not pull it. You should be pushing towards the bone. So this is what we follow for Wilberger's protocol also. So I am doing both hands and leg for joint compression. So after joint compression, I have done bedsheet wrapping and giving a deep pressure with pillow or gym ball. You can use gym ball if you are having. So first set of activity was related to a morning routine that you can follow for calming down. Second set of activity is for deep breathing. Deep breathing will be helping as a self-regulation tool. So many of our older kids are able to do deep breathing whenever they are stressed or they feel that they themselves need to take a break. The immediate step they do themselves is deep breathing. So how to teach deep breathing for smaller kids? Here is a small technique that you can follow. You can use a flower. You can take a flower and help the child to smell it. So smelling would be inhale, and then use a candle and you can ask the child to blow. So it would be exhale. So inhale, exhale. Inhale would be like this. So with flower and candle, you can try the method of teaching deep breathing. So you can use the flower and you can teach the child to smell it, that is inhale, and use the candle to blow, that is exhale. So this would be very good technique for teaching small kids how to do deep breathing. So deep breathing we have to practice regularly with the child, because they should learn how to do deep breathing properly. Now we can use a visual schedule in the list, where we are showing the child that if you are disturbed, if you are feeling stressed, or if you feel like crying, you should take a time out and then do deep breathing 5 to 10 times. So my son, he used to say that, okay, I think that I have to do deep breathing now, and he start closing his eyes and start doing. So this way he himself start doing deep breathing 5 to 10 times. Then you can increase the count also. So deep breathing is our second calming down activity. Time out. The third step would be time out for sensory play. So imagine your child is so much disturbed, and even after all the calming down activity, deep breathing, you feel that your child is not settled down. Then this one would be working really wonders. For this sensory play, you should have a sensory corner at your house. You can keep sensory toys, stuffed animals, you can keep music, books, sensory books which child can touch and feel. So in my pointing out video, I have shown one of the book which is good, really good sensory book which the child can touch and feel. So this timeout will be for child itself. Let the child have their own free time there. So the child is taking all the toys from there and child is playing by themselves. They will be getting distracted from the problem they were facing. That many kids like going in garden and watering plant or playing with sand and mud. So even this can be included in sensory playtime. The fourth point would be outdoor play. So some of the older kids may not like sensory play, and they will be preferring outdoor games and play. For example, swimming. We can take the child to swimming classes. Swimming is a water therapy which will be helping the child to calm down. Next would be you can take the child for horse riding. You can take the child for horse riding if they enjoy and they know how to do horse riding. Or even you can take the child to playground where they can run and play for a while. Next, fifth point for calming down activity that I have taken into the note is positive reinforcement. So positive reinforcement is very important. See, when the child is crying, having tantrum, that duration, that point of time, you can't reinforce the child. That will not be working. Rather, once they are being settled down, you have done all the kind of play, sensory time out, everything, then you can keep a time for reinforcing all the positive small things that the child do by themselves, and have a little bit of time for child where you are hugging the child, you are having a talk with them, you're using all the social stories and helping the child to understand the positive behaviors they have to follow, instead of crying, instead of showing tantrums, so that they learn what is the appropriate behavior to avoid all this negative behaviors. Express themselves, how they have to express themselves when they are emotionally down, so that instead of crying, they start using words, they start communicating, and they know how to express themselves with us. So communication is very important here, but we should teach the child how they can communicate with us when they are emotionally down. And yes, the most important thing is this positive reinforcement time is basically for connecting with the child. So it is just a kind of bond between parent and child. So try to have a free talk and free play during this time, and they are completely connected with you, and they can express their all kind of emotions and happiness with you. Sixth point, like I said earlier, most of the behaviors and issues related to calming down, most of the behaviors are some or other way it is related to language difficulties. So if you are feeling that your child is not able to express proper emotions when they are down, or when they have issues with tantrums and meltdowns, they are not able to convey what they want, you have to work on language part. You have to help the child to learn how to express their emotions. Use appropriate word. If the child is sad, the child should know that, mama, I am sad because I fall down. Mama, the boy had hit me, so I am angry at him. Or I don't want the food now, I will eat later, now I want to play. So these kind of communication skill, both non-verbal and verbal way, we have to teach them. Now coming to the last topic, some or other way, if you are facing lot of behavior issues, if you are facing lot of issues related to mood swings and everything, do check your diet. because yesterday or the previous day when I was doing language assessment with a child, I have seen that the child is really good with language skills, but child has lot of sensory overloads, child is having lot of behavior, and it is some or other way related to diet. So we parents and so the parents must follow a very clean and healthy diet with their child. Try to avoid all kind of preservatives, junk food, and what to say, you should include lot of fiber rich food and low carb, and keep the low sugar, low carb. So this would be a very good and healthy diet for your child, which will be helping to resolve all the gut issues. Second thing that we have to focus is try to keep gadgets and screen time no to less, because this is very important. We see that many kids who are spending hours in front of TV and mobile, they do have lot of behavior, and their sleep issue, their attentions, everything is being disturbed. So try to keep your gadget time, your screen time completely no, and include lot of books, reading habit, activity time, puzzle solving, physical activities, which will be helping the mental and physical development of the child. So I hope all my points, ideas and activities shared in this video will be very helpful, and if anyone is new to my channel, do subscribe. Thank you for watching.